Time for Seattle Sips, where we check out some amazing drinks in the area.
Yes, and today we are joined by Kevin Morton and David Wildman, the owners of Flight Wine and Chocolate. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks for coming in.
Yeah,
Tell
absolutely.
us kind of how you guys came together and started this company.
Well, we both love wine and have for quite a long time. We should, given the business. But I started making chocolate back in 2016, and we decided why not try putting both together. And found a great spot in Capitol Hill, and it's kind of gone from there.
Yeah.
That is
I was
amazing.
originally a Washington wine ambassador. Then I worked at DeLille Cellars in Woodinville for about 9 years, just part-time. And so we got a lot of wine knowledge from my experience in the last 10 years or so.
A good combination,
Yeah.
certainly. And so, David, you actually work in aerospace. Tell us about how you came up with the theme for your business.
Well, we like Flight because it's a play off of all the aerospace industry, not just Boeing, but all the subcontractors that support aerospace. And we have over 1,000 wineries in the state, and a lot of them do flights of wine. So it's kind of a double entendre, kind of double meaning for both aerospace and the burgeoning Washington wine industry.
I feel like it was meant for you to do this, right?
Yeah.
We like to think so.
And so what comes in, you've got a couple different flights. You said, what comes in each of them? There's the first class, the business class, and then the international flights.
Yeah, so I'll start pouring just a little bit now so we get this going. This is we have an international flight to Italy right now.
Ooh.
So this is a Franciacorta. It is an Italian sparkling wine, but it's made method champenois. So it's a champagne method, not Prosecco, but so it's kind of like Italian champagne.
Ooh.
So very fun to drink, and you can try some of that with maybe some bark strips.
Cheers.
Thank
With
you.
bark strips.
Bark strips.
Yeah, so bark strips are on the end. It's my snacking chocolate. It's a blend of dark chocolate with. Yeah.
Should we do the wine or the chocolate first?
That is, we don't like rules.
Okay.
It
I'll
is
do wine
completely up
first.
to you. We don't do strict pairings specifically for that reason. We want people to have fun. But we found the bark
love it.
strips really work with just about every wine, including dry
Yeah.
sparkling wine. So,
Yeah.
so they're just really fun. There's salt, there's pepper, there's a little olive oil, pumpkin seeds, sunflower seeds. So there's a lot of
Yum.
texture.
I love
really
the
makes
crunch.
it fun with just about every wine.
And now I have to tell you, the smell is amazing
Yeah.
on this.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
it's a
we-
really fantastic find. You don't see it. They don't produce very much of it,
Yeah.
so you don't see it very often. So we wanted to feature that. It's a kind of an ideal thing for us to bring wine to people they might not have had. This is a good example.
It is very bubbly too. I like having the chocolate already in my mouth and seeing what happens when this hits it.
Right,
This is delicious.
That's what we like to encourage. So we always have a business class flight and a first class flight. The business class tends to have lighter wines, especially in the summer. We have all chilled wines, which is really fun. And then the first class flight features a lot of the Washington Big Reds. We feature Washington wines for the most part, but we're not stuck in Washington, although
Yeah.
it's a nice place to be stuck.
Yeah.
So we do
Washington,
international
Italy, you know.
so we go to Oregon sometimes. We don't, we're not strictly Washington, but we love the Washington wine industry. This is a really good example.
This is DeLille Minuit. It's a Malbec Cab Sauv blend. So this is our first class flight, an example of a first class wine. A lot of floral notes, kind of big, a little jammy, but not too big.
Yeah.
Very smooth finish. And I believe we think you want to do this with
Yeah,
our
so
drunken
what
cherry?
we like to do is, so for our chocolate flight, which you're enjoying right now, so it comes with one each of the featured flavored bonbons. I change about every 5 weeks or so. Always have the bark strips, always have bittersweet, which is that rectangle. But what you're going to try is the drunken cherry, which is just for Valentine's Day.
I love the heart. It's for any time.
It
Right?
looks like a piece of glass, doesn't it? This is like the most beautiful chocolate ever.
Yeah, so
and I see your
there's-
little branding on the bottom. Can you
Yeah,
eat that,
yeah,
right?
Oh, yeah.
You can eat it? Okay.
It's just cocoa butter. So that features a lot of cherry flavor
my
from
gosh.
cherry liqueur, and I steep brandy cherries, cocktail cherries in the coconut cream. So really nice layers there, and it's really great with red wines. Kind of brings out that cherry flavor that some reds have in it.
I was gonna say I love this wine. It just
Beautiful.
reminds me of like, especially on a day like today that's so snowy, cozying up on the fire with
Yes.
a blanket.
Beautiful. All right, I want to be sure we get to this last one.
Yeah.
Tell
Okay.
us about it.
Yes.
All right, so this is a Hightower Cabernet Sauvignon. It's mostly Cabernet Sauvignon, a little bit of Malbec, a little bit of Cab Franc in here as well. This is from Red Mountain, probably the premier growing area in the state, over by the Tri-Cities. So it's mostly Cab Sauv, with just a little bit of blending grapes
Like
in there.
chocolate.
Yeah, okay,
This
so
is
Chipotle fudge brownie. This is one of my original recipes, and it's a fan favorite for sure. Little chipotle in the background. Everything we do is gluten and nut free. So gluten-free fudge brownie, my own recipe with a little chipotle in the background that really works with the tannins in red wines.
Okay.
So
Is this
try
it?
out. That's it.
Okay,
Here,
Cool.
all right. Now tell us where we can find you while we try these out.
So we're physically, our location is between Pike and Pine on 13th in Capitol Hill. Flightwineandchocolate.com has all of the details as far as where we are, what we have as far as menu items. We keep that updated. So just check us out and you'll get all the particulars.
This is so good.
Really,
I love every
great-
single
what a
one of
great
these.
day.
You gotta come in and do this. Kevin and David, thank you so much for
Thank you
coming
very
in
much.
today.
Sure, no problem.
Sharing this yummy,
Yes,
all this
so
yummy
good.
stuff.
Yes, and we also posted more information about Flight Wine and Chocolate online, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.